Hello and welcome to a new series of Blood Bowl 2. We're playing as the Vampires. Yeah, this is actually a team that I've had very little experience with in the past. We're going to be joining the NAF Autumn Championship. Sounds like a pretty fun idea. And as you can see, we're playing the Eternal League. And we are up against the Amazons in our first round. Right. That might be a little bit tricky. Okay, I actually do have 70k in petty cash, but there really isn't anything I can get, as you can see right here. There's no way I'm going to be able to afford a star player. I can get a Thrall mercenary, but there's really no point in that. Alright, so I'm a little bit worried about this actually, because the Amazons, they are very well known for being pretty bashy, a bit of a bashy team. I don't know, I haven't really fought them that often, but as far as I'm aware, they can be very dangerous. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to play as the Vampires. I have a brief idea on how to skill them. I've kind of done a little bit of research on how to skill them, so I'm feeling pretty decent about that. However, not entirely sure on the strategies and tactics that we're going to be utilizing here. So I'm going to learn as we go along, and we'll see how it goes. I'm very much hoping that things are going to go quite nicely here, hoping that we're not going to lose too many thralls. I went for the very safe version of this team, which is to have 3 vampires and 11 thralls. Yes, a lot of players, I could have gone for the rerolls, could have gone for 4 rerolls and an apothecary if we wanted to be a bit riskier. Could have even gone, yeah, basically the riskiest version of this team is to literally have 6 vampires. I think you can have 6 vampires and 5 thralls. If you want to be super risky in that way, then you could try to do it and try to win really, really fast. But I was wanting to be a little bit safer than that, because as it stands, if you don't have any thralls to feed on when you fail your bloodlust roll, then that vampire is going to get sent off. And I really wanted to try and avoid that. Ah, yes. So now this is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. Alright. So, the Amazons, they have absolutely fantastic skills. Every single one of them, as far as I'm aware, has dodge. And they're getting very lucky on their rolls right now. They're getting so lucky on their rolls right now. Very, very irritating, actually, that that's happening. Oh, thankfully, she didn't... Oh, she got stunned. That's actually wonderful. Alright, yeah. Anyway, the Amazons all have dodge, and the Blitzers have block as well. And as far as I'm aware, they have relatively decent stats. I think they're pretty much like... humans, I think. They're kind of like standard-ish stat-wise. So they have strength 3, agility 3, and then they have pretty low armor value. Their armor value is the only thing that is really going to be causing them some problems. Because my vampires, I mean, they have armor value 8, which is not exactly great either, but it's much better than 7. And my thralls have 7, which is obviously not very good. However, what we can do here is, I'm actually wondering, no, that is literally going to be a 1-die block. That's super bad. So what we're actually going to try to do here, this is not going to work either, as you can see. This will work. Okay, this might work. I'm wondering whether I want to do that right away, though. No, we want to do the low-risk stuff first. Let me try and see if I can get back into this. I did do a small little test run with this team, or actually with a different combination team, to see how it was going to go. And it went okay. It actually went okay. We were up against the ogres in that test match, and now we're up against the Amazons. So obviously this is a much... worse matchup for me. I'm not a big fan of fighting the Amazons, just purely because they have such good, well, I mean, everything. They've got very, very good everything, with the exception, of course, of their armor value. And you may notice, I'm not going to go over all of the names that I currently have for my team, but we have a lot of pretty funny names and some other names that are not so funny, and they're just references to things and so on and so forth. So, you know, you'll see those as we go. Oh, nice hit. Okay, let's kill it. Come on now. Let's kill it. Ah, no, never mind. Okay, we're just getting a bit of a sad one there. And I don't really want to go in for an attack here either. This is not going to make any difference whatsoever. Maybe we actually will be able to do it if we do it with this. Yeah, we could. This is a bit of a problem situation, though. I kind of want to go over here first. I want to mark this player right here first of all. And then we're going to go for the block. That's going to be our final action. It's going to be a little bit problematic if we miss. No, as you can see, this is not particularly good. However, we can push. And that's obviously great. You know, because obviously she has dodge, so me using stumble is not going to work. Just in case you didn't know anything about Blood Bowl, well, there you go. I can't use stumble because she's just going to dodge it. Okay, so let's see what happens now, because obviously if you see here, we actually do have one of our vampires marking this guy, but this is obviously not going to really work out too well. It may very well be the case that I'm going to have to... I'm thinking what I will have to do, actually, is actually bring my vassals? Vassals? Why did I say vassals? No, not vassals. Bring my vampires over to the right side and actually get some assistance. I was kind of hoping that that one vampire would be able to get the ball back by himself, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the case. Let's face it, that's not really going to be very doable. Let's see if we can just move over here. As you can see, we have famous vampire TM. Yes. I thought that was funny. I thought that was very funny, but if you don't, then, well, you know, that's sad, but there you go. Oh, nice. We actually get the ball back. That's wonderful. Good. Okay, give me that ball. Okay, not going to be able to get the ball. Can I actually... No, I can't move after this. Okay, so we're going to do nothing... nothing else, actually. No, we're not going to do anything else. We're just going to get up with this guy, and then we're just going to maybe hit... Yep, just hit with this. Okay, that's not going to do much either. Very sad. But we're going to continue to mark them, I suppose. And I guess we'll mark them too. Ah, Bloodlust. Ah, very nice. Bite the teammate. Thank you very much. Now, this is exactly the reason why I have so many thralls. Because it's going to enable me... Yes, Hugh Jackman. I know. Look at that. It's going to enable me to literally feed on as many thralls as I want, and I'm not going to have to worry so much about my vampires getting thrown off. However, obviously, as things go, it may very well just be that that is going to be impossible at some point. But I'm hopeful that that is the reason, you know, I mean, I'm hopeful that that's not going to happen, because that is indeed the reason why I have so many thralls. Because I literally just want to make it impossible for our vampires to get thrown off. And these guys are literally just picking up every single time. They're just picking up the ball every single time. Very, very unfortunate. I'm unhappy about this. Very, very unhappy about this, but we can't do much about it. Oh, getting lucky once again. Ensign Redshirt. It would be ironic if he gets killed first, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, well, thankfully he's not. No, he's absolutely fine. Yeah, we're getting outnumbered here quite dramatically, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of moving. This might be a bit problematic. I mean, that's the thing. Thralls are basically there to be... Well, I mean, they're not really there to be meat shields or anything like that, because they're not very good at that. But they are definitely there to be, well, there. That's what they're there for, you know, they're there to be there. I know, that sounds really stupid for me to say, but it's true. That's what they're there for. And, well, there's not much else for me to do apart from take advantage of that fact by using them in the way that they're designed. And hopefully just, you know, do as best as I can. I mean, the only thing I can do here is roll a block against this one. Maybe we can get something going. Yes, nice. Can we get a kill, please? Nope. Not gonna happen. So sad. So sad. Oh well, never mind. 67% chance to dodge. Not looking forward to that, actually. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move here. And we're gonna push one of these. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try for a roll against this one. Let's push over here. I want to get into range of this guy. That's what we want. We just want to get into range. That's literally all I want to do right now. Just get into range and then we'll be good. Let's see what's happening here. 50% dodge. Wow, this is really unlucky, actually. Super, super bad luck for me. Alright, we're going to go this way. And then we're literally just going to run over here, I guess. 33% chance to dodge, really? Okay, have I already blitzed? No, I haven't. Okay, so I should blitz one of these. So I guess I'll just blitz one of them randomly. I want to get some casualties on the board, you know what I mean? I really badly want to get some casualties. Maybe this one will actually work. Nope. Nope, we're getting so unlucky, actually. All things considered, I feel like we should already have a casualty inflicted. Because these fellows right here, the Amazons, they literally only have, as I said before, they only have 7 armor value. It should be very easy for us to armor break them. They have 1 additional armor value over halflings, as far as I'm aware. Halflings, don't they have 6? I think I remember them having 6 or something like that, so it should theoretically be impossible for us not to get any casualties whatsoever, but apparently we're having some huge issues here, and I'm very sad. Indeed, I am very sad. Okay, let's try to do some more. Oh, nice, good damage. Okay, come on now. Yeah, I'm gonna actually tell this guy to stay here. Okay, come on. Yes, big punch. Unfortunately, not good enough. Not good enough. I'm actually very surprised. Okay, yeah, we've got... I'm gonna re-roll, I guess. Nice. We're getting some really good rolls here. Getting super lucky, actually, with these. But unfortunately, it's still not good enough. It is literally just not good enough. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, Steve. Yes, that's the vampire Steve. Yes, I know. I went with a, you know, rather normal name for a vampire. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, there's basically nothing else I can do here, so I'm just going to end the turn. I mean, I can roll some 1-die blocks, but I don't really want to do that without any rerolls. I don't really want to get both down or attacker down or anything like that. I want to make sure that our thralls only go down if they are either bashed by an opponent or my vampires kill them. And that's it. That's all we can really go for here. Okay, we're going to go for a push. Thankfully, the Blitzer is not getting particularly lucky with their roll, and they're actually separating themselves from their allies, which is perfect. Okay, let's just get up here. Bear in mind that vampires have to roll a 2 or above every single time they make an action. That's the reason why they are considered quite, I mean, not difficult, but they're considered quite unreliable most of the time. Okay, we're going to do a really risky... Whoa, okay, that's really bad, as you can see. Now I've used my last reroll, and this is still the first half. Yeah, pretty bad, right? Yeah, we're going to have to rely on Bloodlust after this, which is very bad as well. We're going to have to rely on the wonderful musical stylings of all the thralls, which is not exactly great. Yep, there's Bloodlust. And we're going to have to... I could use Hypnotic Gaze here, actually. What can I actually do with that? 33%. No. I'm not a big fan of that, actually. So I will literally just roll this. And should I do both down? I can't really do that, can I? No, I'm going to have to do this, and then we'll just stay. Oh, I'm so sad right now. I'm very sad. Yep, he's going to do a little bit of eating, a little bit of snacky snack, little snack time, and yeah, there you go. Lofty Ambitions. Lofty Ambitions is stunned. Very good, very good. Okay, thankfully they are getting pretty... I mean, that's the thing. I personally feel like we should have gotten some casualties already, but I'm not getting very lucky with that, and we're getting stunned. Lord Barney, as you can see, I couldn't resist, okay? I couldn't resist putting Barney in here. And he is a vampire, which I don't think really makes sense. I feel like he should really be a peasant. So I may have made a slight error in that regard, but, you know, I hope you'll forgive me, nevertheless. But we do have some rather funny other names right here. For example, Duke Count Lord. Yes. As you can see, he has, you know, he's a duke, and his name is Count Lord. Yes, rather very, very funny. I know. I should be on Comedy Central. I know. I'm so incredibly funny. No, not at all. Not at all. Anyway, wait a minute. What's going on here? Okay, I was actually hoping that that was a double attacker down, but it wasn't. So, sad. Ooh, there's one. That's, yeah, they re-rolled. It's so annoying, actually, that they have all their re-rolls still, basically. It's very easy for them to actually maintain their re-rolls because they don't have anything to really re-roll for. That's the main problem here. Okay, so technically what we can do now... Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to roll here. Nice, nice. Okay, what do you bet a thrall is going to be the one that gets the first casualty? I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to do this. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, well, that's good to know, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll move like this. And then we're going to have to move... I could blitz like this, or we could just go into here. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. That is kind of annoying. All right, well, what about this? That could work. Here's the thing. They all have dodge, right? They all have dodge. So it is very annoying. You know, we're going to have to deal with that. Ah, actually, wait a minute. This might be working. This would work. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, come on. First casualty, please. Ah, yeah, that's not going to work. Of course, dodge is going to come in. I'm going to do a follow here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move around like this. Can I not move around? No. Seems like I'm going to just have to go this way. We'll form kind of like a bit of a barrier here just to make it a bit more difficult for them. And we'll just leave it like that. Yeah, I mean, technically... Okay, here's the thing. We have 4 agility. So the vampires could potentially get out of tackle zones quite easily, and maybe I need to start being a bit more audacious. That is going to be something that may very well be one of the things that we need to concentrate on in the future. Maybe I need to be a bit more daring in comparison to what we currently are doing, which is really not doing that at all. I'm playing very, very safely at the moment, which is, well, clearly not very effective. Let's just say that. I'm not being very lucky on this, and I can just be thankful that that was not a casualty. That would have been very, very bad. I'm gonna assume that some of the thralls, by the way, are gonna get injured at some point, because that's just how it is. As you can see, there's one guy just getting KO'd there, but that really doesn't matter. KO is really not a big deal, and I also have 3 other thralls on the outside. On the sidelines, shall we say, waiting to join. So that's the reason why I got them, you know, that's the reason, because otherwise we would definitely be starting the next half with less than 11 players, and I didn't really want to do that. Okay, so as you can see, the enemy is now starting to go over there, but as you also see, we have a vampire that is within blitzing range, or at least I think he should be. Yes, as you can see, he is. Now, the one problem with him right now that I'm foreseeing is that he could potentially have a bloodlust problem. I'm not sure whether that's going to happen, of course, because it is random. But I'm worried about it. Okay, I'm worried about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move Delicious over here. And this is purely as a blocking maneuver, a last-ditch attempt to have something happen that will hopefully prevent us from having an issue. That's it. That's the only reason. Same thing with this guy. So, for example, right here, we can maybe do something like this. Maybe we can get a nice little blitz going on here. Nice. Okay, this is actually working. Surprisingly. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, that's not what we wanted at all. That is very, very bad. Okay, well, I'm just going to push her over like so. Basically, what I want to try to do is I want to force her to go through as many tackle zones as possible. And that's it. That's all I could do. That is literally all I could do. I'm so incredibly sad right now, but there you go. I was so hoping for at least some casualties here, because here's the thing with the Amazons. again, their armor value's low, and I expected, hey, you know what, we're going to be able to maybe break their armor a couple of times, but we're getting very unlucky in that regard for some reason. I don't know why, and as you can see, there's no way that they're going to be scoring in a million years. They'll never be able to score. But I also will not be able to score. And they've had the ball for the entirety of this half, which is embarrassing for me, to be honest. Or at least I feel like it's quite embarrassing. I used to be relatively decent at playing this game. Maybe I have gotten worse, which is quite... it's quite possible. Let's just say that. However, I do remember quite a few of the tenets and the rules of engagement, but maybe I've forgotten some important stipulations here and there. I don't know. But as I say, I'm playing pretty safely, and I think that might be the main problem. So we'll see what we can do. I don't know. As I say, I feel like I'm gonna get slightly better as time goes on. Tertiary adjunct has now just lost 1 point in movement allowance. Well, to be honest, thralls, it doesn't really matter too much about them. Wow, this is really unlucky for me. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's really unlucky, actually. Why do we get so unlucky, by the way? Why are we so unlucky? Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. I got bloodlust. Oh, that's so fantastic. He's going to be unable to bite anyone. Maybe he can bite over here if I dodge? Oh, that's never going to happen. Okay, I'm just going to literally go and blitz right here. Yeah, bloodlust. He's going to have to run off. Yeah, as I said, that's what happens when you fail the bloodlust. And we're literally going to have a turnover now. Yep. So there you go. I couldn't even do the blitz at the end, and there's the end of the half. So, to recap, we've had huge problems. Yeah, we've had huge problems, and the Amazons have been the first to draw first blood. So that's really bad. Okay, so the Flight of the Bat or Blood-Streaked Fang. What's better? I don't know. I guess this one. I don't know. I have no idea which one's better. Or we'll just try the more aggressive one, I suppose, but this is probably not going to be extremely effective. Okay, they can set up their defense again. Alright, that's absolutely fine. Let's try and... Can we pick that up? No, we can't pick that up, of course. Can't pick that up straight away. Alright, so let's do what we can, alright? Let's try and get our vampires some levels. Because that's what I'll... Yeah, okay, never mind. It's a classic, isn't it? It's a classic. It's literally like, oh yeah, let me try and get some levels. No, that's not gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen at all, apparently. Sadness, sadness. Okay, well, no, that's also not gonna work. Alright, well, there you go. So at least we've freed up all of my people here. I'm just gonna go and pick up the ball. You better pick it up. That's all I can say. You better pick it up. Otherwise, if you don't pick it up, I have no idea what you're doing, sir. Anyway, we're going to move over here. I'm going to try and tag this one. Tag this one. I'm basically just trying to make it a little bit annoying for them. It's not going to happen, let's face it. I personally don't believe I'm going to be able to stop them from moving at any point, because they all have dodge. And that makes them extremely slippery indeed. Very, very difficult for us to make that work. I will go for a blitz here. Nice. Okay, really lucky. Really, really lucky. Can I please get something good? No. Bear in mind, the thralls actually do have 3 in strength. So, in all actuality, they do have a pretty high chance. Well, not a high chance, but they have a regular, normal chance to inflict some damage. They're not obviously, you know, having 4 strength and mighty blow or 5 strength or anything like that. But they still have the chance, you know? It's not a skink situation, you know what I mean? It's not a skink situation where it's very unlikely for them to really get too much in the way of bashiness going on. But yeah, we're getting, as I say, we're getting pretty unlucky. It's a little bit of a sad situation on our hands right now, but we still have the ball, and that's all that really matters as it stands. I mean, they haven't scored, So basically the only thing we need to do is try to score, but obviously scoring is a whole other matter entirely. Because on the one hand, we need to make sure that our vampires don't have a bloodlust issue. And on the other hand, we need to also make sure that we don't get ourselves murdered. Okay, wow, look at that. See, look at that. The first one was a fail. And then they automatically re-rolled the dodge because they have dodge. So yeah, they were all able to get away extremely easily. Very sad indeed. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can actually do something cool here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move like so. I'm basically just going to cause everyone to get tagged. And then we're going to move our vampires. And we're going to see what we can do. Because what I'm actually trying here is to form a kind of like a funnel in the middle here. I don't know whether you can see that. I'm trying to go through the middle like so. It's probably a bad idea, to be honest. But I'm trying. And I don't know whether this is, as I said at the very beginning, I don't know, any of the strategies for the vampires. I don't know whether they're gonna really do much for me. And as you can see, they're actually being extremely useless for me right now, which is extremely disappointing. But that's just one of those things. Let's clear them out. Okay, yeah, that's also not gonna work, unfortunately. Well, I guess we can just move like so. And has that done anything for me? No, not really, as you can see right there. This has done basically nothing at all. I could move here, which would be a relatively decent position. And we are moving towards the goal, which I guess is the whole point, right? It is the whole point to move towards the end zone. But, yeah. It's not looking good, let's just say that. Yeah, we're going to get tagged here. That's fine. I actually don't have a problem with that whatsoever. Because they're not going to be able to do anything. I mean, it's a vampire with 4 strength. Good luck, Good luck trying to... What? Are you trying to blitz a 4 strength vampire? This is not going to work for you. As you can quite clearly tell. Are you serious? Okay. Fine. Fine. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that apart from that is absolutely painful. That is so incredibly painful. First of all, getting a literal, both down, attacker down. Was it attacker down? I think it was attacker down. And then getting defender stumbles and defender down. Literally, how lucky can you get? That is so annoying. Alright, okay, fine. Okay, right. Let's get this guy up. You better get up. Yeah, you better. Alright, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go here. I need to get this ball back really badly, so let's see. What can I do? Okay, so we've just got 1 die blocks here across the board, basically, which is extremely irritating too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this one. Or not, as the case may be. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you right now. I don't know what to tell you apart from the fact that this is... Oh, this is grinding my gears. Let's just say that. It's grinding my gears. Alright, wait a minute. Yeah, we're getting really unlucky about these things. I do have my rerolls back, so I guess that's actually kind of nice. But apart from that, I am infinitely sad right now. As you can see, look at this. What's going on? What's going on with these? What's going on with them? I don't know. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, so I guess what I could do is I could try a risky maneuver, and I will do that. Okay, that was actually not a bad roll, I guess. Okay. I say nice, but it's not, no. It's not, I know. I'm pushing it towards the ball on purpose, by the way. Don't worry. I'm basically doing this just so that I can do this and push her onto the ball. And now this is a secret strategy that it means that I was absolutely 100% hoping for defender down and not for the other things that I just got. So just ignore what I just said and, brain wipe, memory wipe over the last 15 seconds. Thank you very much. Don't Don't look at that. Don't look at that for a second. Alright, we're fine though. We're still okay. I mean, she still has to pick up the ball, alright? She still has to pick it up. What do you bet she picks it up first time? Huh? What do you bet? Oh, that would be... that would not be good. That would not be good at all, and I would be very... disappointed? If I could say disappointed, because let's face it, I mean, this is a very troublesome situation. Bloodlust? Really? Okay, re-roll that. Double. Double defended down. She's got block. She's got block. Are you serious? Double defender down. I use the reroll. Oh yeah, you better not reroll. Oh yeah, of course you rerolled that, and then you get defender stumbles. Really? Wow. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm getting unlucky. All right. I think personally. Okay. Is it just me, or am I getting unlucky with these rolls? Could I have done something better here? I think probably I could have. However, I do think the dice are kind of messing with me right now. It's actually quite funny because, as I told you before, earlier in the episode, I did do a test run with a different vampire combination, and I was up against the ogres. And what was funny about that is that I played a couple of turns in the first half, and every single ogre was getting pushes and boneheads, and they were literally just getting the most unlucky rolls in the entire game that you've ever seen. And my guys weren't doing much better. However, you know, both teams were just getting super unlucky rolls. Whereas this one, well, I mean, we're not really suffering too many casualties, which obviously is good. You know, that's a good thing. But we are also, you know, not really getting anything done ourselves, which is obviously not very good either. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'm probably going to go for a blitz straight up. From the floor. Bloodlust again. Barney. Really? Really? Wow, okay. Barney, wow, you're really disappointing, sir. he's very disappointing to me right now. Well, never mind. Okay, fine. Let's try and pick up the ball now. It's gonna 67? Really? Just a 67? Okay, that's actually kind of terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna move here as well. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up the ball. You better pick it up. He failed to pick it up. He failed to... He's got 4 agility. He has 4 agility. How can he fail to pick it up? High elves would pick it up. I bet he doesn't want to hear that. He definitely doesn't want to hear that. But high elves definitely would have picked it up. A gutter run-up would have picked it up. But apparently he's not wanting to do that for some reason. Yeah, as I say, me having to re-roll on these bloodlusts as well. I mean, technically I don't have to re-roll on the bloodlust because I could go and snack on someone. But then, as far as I'm aware, their turn is over after that point. I could be, you know, getting some of the intricacies of how the vampires work wrong, by the way. So, you know, don't quote me on any of this stuff, but I feel like, oh wow, I'm so unhappy right now because I'm having to deal with these blitzers. Okay, you know what? Let's get this vampire. Let's get this vampire to go over there and pick it up. I'm going to have to do a little bit of something here, though, to reinforce this guy. This guy's tagging both of those, which is obviously fantastic. That's very, very good. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Let's move over there. Obviously, we haven't blitzed or anything like that at the moment. Let's do something like this. Okay, once again. Yeah, we're clearing the way now, okay? That's what I'm trying to do. We've only got a couple of turns remaining. And let's try and pick up the ball. Okay, he picked it up. Okay, fantastic. Now he has the opportunity to dodge. 83% chance. I think that's pretty likely. Let's do it. There you go. Alright, not bad. Not bad if I do say so myself. This guy cannot move, unfortunately. This fellow also cannot move. However, we still have a reroll. So technically what I could do is I could do a little bit of something here. Okay, that's not bad, actually. That's okay. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than that, but, you know, that's fine. We'll go for another 1-die block here, just because I want to make sure that they are as far away from our ball carrier as possible. But obviously the problem comes in other ways that is not this, but yeah. Let's push this one as well. There we go. Nice. Okay, we're splitting them. Can we get... No. Okay, yeah, I'm getting really unlucky with these rolls, actually, to be honest. All things considered. But we're separating them, which is all that I wanted to really do. There we go. Alright, so this vampire has a very low chance of being ganged up on. As you can see, this is going to be a red die block. Attacker down is perfect. Yeah, you rolled... Oh, you were trying so hard this time. You absolute scoundrel. Oh, and an injury. And an injury. Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. No lasting effect, unfortunately. Which I was very much hoping for. Let's face it. I was very much hoping for a lasting injury there. But yes, there you go. All right, let's do it. I'm just going to score straight away. I'm literally just going to score because I do not want to go into a situation where I mess up somehow and then I lose the ball or I turn over or something like that, and then they manage to do something to get it back. And so now I am super pleased. Steve is the MVP quite clearly, because he was literally able to do that. I hope he gets... I actually hope he gets the MVP at the end here, because if he gets the MVP, we are going to get him leveled up to level 2. I gotta say that I'm actually, as I say right now, super disappointed that my other vampires haven't really been able to be impactful at all. I feel like maybe what I should have done is, as I said, maybe what I should have done was play more aggressively. Play more like a passing team, potentially. Because these guys, as I say, they have 4 agility. They should be able to play like high elves to a certain degree. With the exception of the fact that they have very, well, not low movement allowance, but their movement allowance is not good. It's okay. You know, it's average-ish. But yeah, that's the point. I feel like maybe what I should have done initially with the ball is literally just pick it up. As soon as I picked it up, have one of my vampires run, you know, relatively far distance down the field, and then just throw it to the guy, and that's it. Maybe that would have been a good strategy. I don't know. I've made things like that work in the past against all odds. I've had that kind of thing happen. If you've seen my Nurgle series, which I'd highly recommend checking out if you are interested, I absolutely had a whale of a time playing with that team. Absolutely love that team. I still have the team, obviously. I'm not going to delete them or anything like that. But they are so... They gave some amazing moments in that series. Really good ones. Alright, so I'm just going to pick up these guys, and then we're just going to go for some blitzes. We're just going to go for some really serious blitzes here. Okay, let's try and kill this one. Okay. I got KO'd. Alright, okay, fine. I was going to go for it just for the chance of getting a casualty, but we got really unlucky there in almost every single respect. But there you go. That's the end of the match. They're going to obviously play out their turn, but we're basically done. Alright, so there's the end of the match. They're simulating the rest of the competitions and the rest of the matches and so on and so forth. And now we're going to get to see who our MVP is. Hopefully it's actually going to be someone decent. I could technically re-roll this. I'll re-roll it. Let's see what we get. Did I get 3 again? Did I literally get another 3 again? Okay, apparently I rolled another 3, which is hilarious. Okay, that is actually the worst person that could have gotten MVP, which I think is hilarious. And yeah, he's the guy with the injury. Isn't that funny? Anyone else? Literally, anyone else could have gotten the MVP, but of course it's the guy that literally got injured. I really cannot believe that. Oh, we're up against Nurgle. Speaking of one of my favorite teams ever. That is hilarious. Okay, so unfortunately, we now do not have any people that we can level up. I do have 80k to spend, and what I'm actually going to do is I will get an apothecary, because I would have actually been able to prevent tertiary adjunct from having an injury right now if I had had the apothecary, but obviously I didn't, so you know, that's just how it goes. Basically what I would have been able to do is, this is another thing if you want to play alongside me or whatever, or if you're just interested. If I didn't take 11 thralls, and if I'd taken 10 thralls, I could have afforded an apothecary on the first match. So it's very much up to you what you want to do. I personally felt like I wouldn't care whether someone was injured, and now I do, because obviously this guy has 5 out of 6 in his points, and it's very irritating, actually. Very irritating that that's the case. Anyway, yeah, next match, it's gonna be Nurgle. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.